Hi, it's Lavinia Masters here, and it is April 1st, 2020, Sexual Assault Awareness Day, and it is coming to a close. Earlier, I put up a video of a compilation of a poem that I did in my healing processes, and it was put together with music by a great friend of mine. And so I shared that with you on my different social medias. And kicking off Sexual Assault Awareness Month, it's a very, very important time of the year for me. As many of you know, I'm an advocate for victims of sexual assault, and I am a survivor of sexual assault, childhood sexual abuse, and other sexual assaults. But the main one was the one that I'm known for. But anyway, that I always talk about with my cold case. But anyway, I come to you this evening as we wind down today because I want you to understand that I know our nation, our world, not just our nation, but our world is in a crisis right now. And to me, it's in a crisis that we have no control over. But I am still one that believes that God is in control of everything. And with that being said, knowing that He's in control of everything, we can't lose sight and we can't lose hope of what we are purposed to do or what we're called to do. And I applaud those that still continue their fights, their missions, their purposes, and continue to move forward in the things that they know that they're supposed to do. And with that being said, that's part of the reason why my ministry, initially when I started years ago, was Sexual Assault Victim Empowering Ministry. And over the years, I changed it to Hope Saves. I put hope on the front of it. And it was kind of a play of words because my mother's middle name was Hope. And she's no longer with us. And my mom was not only a survivor of domestic violence, but of sexual violence. And she went through a terrible childhood and adulthood even in her relationships and her encounters with both of these beasts. And so looking at her and looking at the legacy that she left in her children, especially in me, I decided I was going to call it Hope Saves. And I thought it was beautiful because when you think about hope, there's a scripture that goes, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And so, which means we have to have hope. And I love that her name was Hope. So it's Hope Saves Ministry, which means part of my purpose is to share my hope with you, hoping you as survivors or as victims that's been through sexual trauma can still find that hope, that will to survive no matter what happens, no matter what we're going through, no matter what surrounds us. We can't have a mindset that it's time to sit down, shut up, and die. As victims, we've lived that way for far too long. And we can't allow anything, I don't care if it's small, I don't care if it's huge, we can't allow anything to put us back in that time frame, in that mind frame. Maybe this is an ultimate test for everybody. Maybe it's an ultimate test just for survivors. However you want to look at it, it's an ultimate test for me. It's an ultimate test for me because I know I've had so many issues, so many traumas come up in my life, so many things to knock me down, so many things to try to keep me from moving forward. And I always said, if rape didn't stop me, nothing else will stop me. And so you're thinking, okay, the whole world has stopped. What are you going to do now? Well, I'm going to do it this way. We have this platform of social media. We have a way of coming to you virtually. We can still share our voices. We can still raise our voices. We can still communicate with you. We can still allow you to hopefully catch our hope or feel our hope or see the faith that we have for the things that we hope for. And we're hoping for a better world, a better society, a better being. A better anything, everything. That's what I hope for. And I'm hoping that someone listens to my voice, no matter how annoying it is, and understand that this is not the end. Until the end is here, it's not the end. And I know that sounds almost like an oxymoron, but it's not the end. You're still here. And I will never lose hope. As long as I have breath in my body, I will never lose hope on giving back. I will never lose hope on being empowered. I will never lose hope in being strengthened. I will never lose hope in surviving. I'm going to tell you something. When you've been traumatized, like I've been traumatized, when you've been through the things that I've been through, when you've seen some of the faces of death that I have seen, and you know you've been delivered, that God has kept you, that He's covered you, and He's given you that faith to hope for things, the evidence of things not seen, you can't help but say, you know what? I'm going to hold on just a little while longer and hope that things get better. And with that hope, it's going to give me a little bit more confidence. It's going to give me a little bit more joy. It's going to give me a little bit more peace. You understand what I'm saying? To go on through the next day. Sometimes maybe we have to sit down and be still. We have become such a society where we're so aggressive and we're just running and doing, and sometimes we don't even think about what we're doing. We don't even know what we're doing. We don't even realize we're neglecting our families. We're neglecting our loved ones. We're neglecting our children. We're really neglecting our jobs. We're neglecting our health. We're neglecting a lot of things. So I'm not trying to twist everything, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to give you hope. I'm trying to give victims or survivors of sexual violence hope. These are stressful times for you. I know they are. Because I know the feeling of bondage. I've been there. I know being tormented in my mind all by myself. I've been there. I know the pain. I know the hurt. I know the darkness. I know the loneliness. I know how I felt that nobody understood me. Nobody went through what I'm going through. You'll never understand me. You'll never get it. I've been there. But I'm in a different place now. And I got here because I hoped that things would get better. And I prayed and I pushed through. And I didn't give up. No matter what man says, no matter how evil man was, no matter what was presented to me that was not positive, that didn't look right, that didn't seem right, that if I scratched it and it was funky, I knew it wasn't right, I still did not give up hope. And I kept fighting and I kept pushing and I kept going through what I had to go through to get to my promised land. You understand what I'm trying to tell you, survivors of sexual violence. You got to keep pushing. You got to hope for greater and better days. You can't give up now. Now, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and my plan is to come to you every single day. If it's just a scripture or a saying or a statistic or my annoying voice with my big head, with my gray hair showing because we can't go to the beauty shop, or whatever it is, I'm planning on coming to you on my social media. And I know I don't have many followers. I don't care about the followers. All I care is that one person that has felt they lost all hope and they find it again and they push through their storms. They push through their cesspools. They push through their pain. They push through their hurt. And they say, if Lavinia can do it, I know I can do it. Because I was a broken, damaged, hurting, crying, mad, bitter little girl. And I began to grow up with that. Because I didn't see things getting any better. I didn't understand people. I don't understand the COVID-19. I don't understand a lot of things. I don't understand domestic violence. Some things you'll never understand. But you just hope and pray they get better. Or that your situation get better. And a lot of times when you do that, you get better. You get better through it all. And you learn how to handle things. You learn how to cope. And keep yourself sane throughout the processes. You got to hold on to something. So hold on to your hope. I'm not going to ever try to sell you something that I don't believe in. As a matter of fact, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not going to ever speak of anything that I don't believe in. I'm not going to support anything I don't believe in. I believe in victims. I believe in victims because I believe victims are survivors struggling to break free. And that's where my hope lies. My hope lies within that belief that you understand that struggle that you're dealing with is worth breaking free. It's worth coming to life. It's worth finding its voice. It's not just a story you're trying to tell. You're trying to release yourself. You're trying to bring wholeness to yourself. You're trying to understand your worth. You're trying to love yourself. So that's what I want to bring you. I want to bring you hope. Hope saves. And it's something that's near and dear to my heart. And I've been working with it and I've been struggling with it for years, trying to get it to a place where it needs to be. And I think we're finally there. We still have more work to do. And I know I can't be perfect, but there's nothing wrong with you striving for perfection. There's absolutely nothing. Don't run yourself crazy. I've done that. But there's nothing wrong with you striving. Because I want the best for you. I mean that. That's how we were raised. My mom was like, don't give anybody anything that you don't want. I took that to heart. I trained my son that way. If you don't want it, trash it. Don't give it to nobody else. I want hope. Because I got to survive these times of COVID. I want hope. Because I want another 30, 60 years of my marriage. I want hope. Because I want to see my children grow and flourish in their marriages, their relationships, and their health. I need hope. Because I want to hope that my grandson grow and marry and do great things. And I want to see him do great things. I need my hope. I need hope because I want this world to be a better place. I want hope because I'm hoping that one day we won't even have rape. Or it can be dealt with the way it's supposed to be dealt with. Domestic violence. I want my hope. I need my hope. I pray you desire your hope. So, I don't want the video to be too long because I know we lose focus when things go too long, especially when somebody is not speaking those things you want them to speak. But I want you to concentrate on what your desires are. Focus on those. All this noise with COVID-19, just do what you're supposed to do, but focus on you, your mental health, your well-being, where you need to be, how you need to heal, how you need to make it through. Find you someone to talk to. Now, you can send me a message. I ain't saying I'm going to ignore you, because I'm not going to ignore you, but I'm not going to say we're going to be like involved, because I get pretty busy. But I'm not going to gaff you off. I'm not that type of person. But I'm just saying, don't get your feelings hurt. Like Lavinia called me 3 days later. Text me 3 days later. But I want you to have that hope. I want you to have that faith. I want you to find joy. I want you to find peace. I want you to make it through these times with all your sanity. And no, my gray hair is not coming through because of COVID. My gray hair is coming through because, well, I guess you can say COVID because they won't let us go to the beauty shop. I love my gray hair, but it don't mix with the purple or whatever color it is she put in my hair because we had our program in November. My sexual violence, my Celebrate the Release program. And so we did a little color and we decided to keep it because it was expensive. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject. I want you to have hope. I want you to have joy. I want you to laugh. Enjoy your time off. Enjoy your family. If you don't have any family, connect with someone. I have an idea. I want to try to do a challenge. But I want to kind of put my thoughts together first before I just throw it out there. Um, I'm good with ideas and stuff like that, but I'm so impulsive. That's the word. That I just throw stuff out and then somebody will pick it up and they go with it. Oh, it's a good idea. I want to kind of have it together. I want everybody to do it, but I want it to be a little bit more organized. So hopefully before, see, there's a hope. Before April, no, it will happen. But before April, the second week of April, I can have that idea together and do a challenge with our survivors and our those who still consider themselves victims of sexual trauma because you think you can never be a survivor. I promise you, you can. You are a survivor struggling to be free. Yes, you are. Uh, so, on that note, I'm not going to keep you. Love you. Lavinia out. Gotta go. I got some stuff I got to do online. I'm not a computer person. I'm not technical. I'm learning. I have fun. I don't know who listens to me. If you listen to me, you might go through my stuff like bloop, bloop, bloop. But anyway, Sexual Assault Awareness Month, April 2020, is still a beautiful year. I promise you, the things we go through will make us stronger. Yes, I lost a family member yesterday to COVID, the principal in Waco, Texas, because that's where I'm from, Waco. And that's traumatic for our family. Prayers out to our cousins there that lost our cousin. And so it's just, hey, we can't lose hope. Can't lose hope. And I am so sure that our cousin would want us to continue to live and continue to fight and do things that he helped pave the way for. He loved children. He was a principal at the school and junior high school, and he served his country. So that's, to me, that speaks volumes of how his heart really was. So I am for sure, although we did not spend time together, I'm for sure that he was the type of person that would want us to keep fighting and keep doing those things that we have to do to make this world a better place and for our young people. And to do that, we got to have hope for a better tomorrow, a better future. So let us continue to pray for our country. Let's continue to pray for one another. Let's continue to empower and encourage one another. And let's hope that things get better. Okay? Lavinia out. Hope Saves Ministry. You can go to my website. Just what I said, hopesavesministry.org, or you know me, social media. I will talk to you later. Be blessed. Bye-bye.